Good morning, you guys. How you all doing out there? So today I'm going to be looking at a list which may not ever happen, but I would like to think it would happen. But these are a few games that I would like to see ported over from the PS1 to PS4. So I've done a couple lists of PS2 to PS4 games that I would like to see ported over. If you haven't called those out yet, go back onto the channel because those videos are going to be up now and you can have a look through the top 10 games that I would love to see ported over from PS2 to PS4. However, this list is going to be PS1 games to PS4. This may never happen, but I would like to think that in some far-flung reality somewhere else, it may happen, and it would be awesome if it did. So number one would be the original Cool Borders. Now, I absolutely loved Cool Borders. Such a fun game. You do, obviously it's snowboarding and you can do loads of different tricks and loads of courses, and there's loads of stuff you can do on there, and it was absolutely fantastic. I spent hours upon hours perfecting moves and tricks and everything on that game. I would love to see that come over to PS4. That'd be an awesome game to see. Up-res, made graphically better and all the rest of it. I know there's been loads and loads of snowboarding games since then, but nothing has ever quite clinched it for me like the original Cool Borders did. I would love to see that again. It would be such a fun little game to play. So number two, now this is quite a unknown game. This would be Unholy War. So this actually pits two teams against each other and you can choose what monsters you have in each team. Usually you're playing this either against the computer or someone else, and they can choose their team of monsters, each with different abilities, with attacks and all the rest of it, and literally you just go to war with each other. It's such a fun little game. It's so, you can get so tactically and just strategically involved in it, and it draws you in because the monsters you choose obviously have quite a direct impact on how your playstyle and how your match is going to go. And obviously you need to counter the other team's monsters and all their attacks and everything. It's such a fun little game to play, and this would be awesome bringing back over to PS4 just to let people have a go on it, especially if they could get up a multiplayer match system, because that was from back in the PS1 days. Obviously, unless you had someone there and then to play with you and you had a second controller, you're stuck with playing the computer, and not playing the computer isn't that fun all the time, to be honest. It's nice going up against someone actually real, and just kind of when you see what each other's doing, you can kind of just play off them a little bit, and it's really good fun playing with someone. So number three, now this would have been Resident Evil 2, however Resident Evil 2 is being remade, so I've taken it off of this list, and I am really looking forward to Resident Evil 2 remake because that thing is going to be beast. They did such a fantastic job with Resident Evil 1, however Resident Evil 2 was always my favourite, so I'm really looking forward to that one. However, for this list, it's going to be Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Nemesis wasn't as good as number 2, I don't think, but it was an awesome game nonetheless, and I would love to see that remade for the PS4. It'd be such a fantastic game to remake, and I think a lot of people will go back to playing that and buying it. It was Resident Evil back in Resident Evil's glory days. I know they've kind of went a little bit Pete-tong with 5 and 6. 4 was amazing still. 5 started to lose it. 6 has just gone completely out the window. It's not Resident Evil anymore. It's an action game. Resident Evil is an action. Resident Evil is horror survival. So it's not Resident Evil, and I've not even actually played 6 because it's not Resident Evil to me. It's a whole new different franchise. They've just obviously tried to keep the brand and keep all the characters so they can actually get sales from that, not the actual type of game it should be. So Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, I would love to see remade for this current console version, and I think a lot of other people would as well. So number 4 is actually the Medal of Honor series. Now, Medal of Honor and Medal of Honor Underground were two of my most favourite games on PS1. I absolutely loved these. The PS2 Medal of Honors was still pretty good, apart from Rising Sun. Rising Sun was utter dog shit, and past that it's all gone a little bit Pete-tong because they've brought it to modern day age, trying to keep up with Call of Duty. It's just not worked out for them at all whatsoever. Warfighter's completely killed the franchise, which is really unfortunate because Medal of Honor was always the trend setter before Call of Duty. I absolutely love Medal of Honor back on PS1. I would love to see the original one just remade again for this console generation. That'd be an awesome thing to see. It will actually show people where all the FPS in World War II FPS actually came from, where it all started from, and it would be an awesome thing to actually just redo, to be honest, because that was such a fantastic game, both that and Underground, especially including that in the multiplayer as well. The multiplayer was awesome for those games. I remember many nights I've just literally sat in my friend's tent with a big extension lead, a TV out in the tent, and we played hours upon hours of Medal of Honor. It was so good. I'd love to have the chance to do that again. Obviously maybe not in the tent, but just over the internet will do me this time. But obviously remade, remastered, all the rest of it, that'd be absolutely fantastic to see for the series. Number 5 is Tenchu Stealth Assassin. This was such a difficult game. You were literally just a ninja assassin and you had to get into somewhere to complete an objective, and that was it. But the game, this was one of the most hardest games ever made, I swear to God, for PS1. It was such a difficult game. You had loads of different items and all the rest of it. You had the choice of 2 characters as well, one male, one female. However, if you didn't have the skill to pull off getting in somewhere stealthily, or at least defending yourself against people running off in style, then yeah, you had had it in that game. Number 1 level I remember playing for hours upon hours. The first level in the tutorial, honestly, it took me hours to do because I was quite young back then. It just really did take me a long time to get through it, but it was so much fun. I'd love to play the Tenchu series again, and I would love to see that remade for this current console generation. So number 6 is Battle Arena Toshinden. Now this is a very unknown game. It's a battle arena, you can knock each other out, you get loads of different characters. It is just a fighting game. It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Think Tekken, think Soul Calibur, but with weapons, with different items and all the rest of it as well. Battle Arena Toshinden was fantastic. I'd love to see that game remade for this generation, and I think a lot of other people will as well, because it was such an unknown game. Not a lot of people had it, but people that did have it and did play it really did enjoy it. I've never seen a bad word spoken about Battle Arena Toshinden, and that is why I would love to see it remade for PS4 or this generation. So that is it. That is my 6 games I would love to see ported over from PS1 to PS4, or this just remade for this current generation. If you've got any that you would like to see as well, let me know in the comments below. I'm always love to see what else other people would love to see. I know there's been loads and loads of different PS1 stuff that has been released over Sony and all the rest of it, but those 6 games I would love to see again remade, actually properly redone, remade, graphically enhanced, all the rest of it for this generation. Would be fantastic. I'd love to see all that again. But like I said, if there's any others that I've missed, or any that you think I should include, then leave me a comment down below. It's always good to see what else other people think. But thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, if you haven't, if you could like, favorite, subscribe, all that love, if you can, do fantastic stuff, then I will love you forever. And I will catch you in the next one.